Well, this worked out well. I picked up some coral bells, aka Heuchera, from a friend, and I picked up some hosta from that same friend, and it just started raining, so in a few minutes I'm going to attempt to get these planted in a nice shady spot underneath a rose of Sharon / hibiscus in our backyard. Here's the soil blend I'm going to use for planting my Heuchera / coral bells and my hosta that I received today. So up here is my vermiculite. It's bigger pieces than I typically would buy, but I want to use it up, so I'm going to put it in this in-ground blend. Then I have worm castings, very nutritious. And then I have coconut coir. I don't use a lot of it. I may not buy it again, just kind of an experiment. And I normally use Canadian sphagnum peat moss a little bit as well, but I don't have any today. I've got more coming. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. And of course, vermiculite. Excuse me, perlite. So that's what I'm going to be blending in, mix this all up. This is the area where I'm going to plant the coral bells / Heuchera and the hosta that I received today. We got over 6/10 of an inch of rain just this afternoon and got some ponding of the water back here, but back in that area, I'm going to dig the hole twice the size of my plants, and I'm going to backfill with my amended soil here, so I won't be burying the plants in a bucket of water or anything. And once that's complete, I'll give it some extra food to get it started, and should be good to go. Here's what my hostas look like at various stages of planting. The hosta on the left has had most of the soil backfilled and ready to be watered, knocked the soil off the leaves. And the other one has been backfilled with my amended soil. You can see how pretty it looks. I put a little bit of the clay soil on the top just to hold it down. And then shortly I will backfill that and bring it up to ground level. The coral bells / Heuchera are in the ground as well. Notice, well, the Heucheras kind of have rhizomes. They kind of spread that way. They're not as deep. I didn't plant as deeply, but I went wide. So where you see all the perlite and the vermiculite at the surface, that's how wide I made everything. So it's at a quite wide area. And then I had a little bit of clay, just kind of sprinkled it in, kind of block things in. And then I watered it in. We have more rain in the forecast for tomorrow, so everything will be watered in just fine. There's my Heuchera in the ground, and my blue and my green hosta are in the ground. Now on to cleaning up all my tools, because it was kind of wet out here. Thanks for following along as I got this gift of Heuchera coral bells and hostas in the ground today. It was wet, and the purists will say you shouldn't have planted today, but I knew that my amendment, my soil blend, was going to be a dry blend, and I dug out pretty big holes, so I feel like I'm going to be okay. The proof's in the pudding, as they say. We'll see how these plants do in this spot. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you had fun following along, and be sure to subscribe to Bill's Golden Garden. See you soon.